Outstanding.
Welcome again to another tutorial video and thing. I don't know, it's a boy Eldorado, but before we get into the details of the tutorial, don't forget to subscribe and hit that like button, smash that notification bell, etc, etc, and don't forget to join our WhatsApp group. Anyways, on this particular video, we'll focus on EQ. Alright, what is an EQ? EQ is, the level of frequency response in an audio signal or control which allows the adjustment in which it means you help to create space. Why my microphone a fry like this? It helps to create space. Yeah. Turn on the gain some. Yeah, it's supposed to stop fry. I know. I don't know if I did some pressure or whatever to make it sound so. But anyways, have you ever needed some unique drum samples for your dancehall productions? Or maybe want to have some 90s style sounding drums for your modern productions? Eldorado Dancehall Hits Kits Volume Number 2 have the right stuff for you. Carefully designed, picked and shaped for all your drum grooves. Plus enhanced right to fit in your rhythm productions. You can order yours today at eldoradoproductions.tk. What really I focus on is EQ. As we say, it helps to create space in your mix. I have different type of EQs also. For different type of application, but we not go too deep in that. But the main two EQ you buck up in our parametric EQ and graphic EQ. So on this particular one, we are focused on parametric EQ, in which it helps with it adjust. Parametric EQ can adjust the Q of the bandwidth of each filter and thing, you see me? So, alright, an example of a parametric EQ is FabFilter Pro Q2. So you can shift it to anywhere and adjust the bandwidth of it, meaning the Q. In a sense, you can make it as broad as possible. You can make it as narrow as possible to cut. So two things you do with EQ is you do additive EQ or subtractive EQ. Or you will know different phrases as you call it attenuating and my next word we see attenuating and I can't remember the next word off the top of my head, but you don't know how you think. Anyways, they have different types of EQ, if different type like band, you have notch, you have high pass, you have band pass, you have low pass, you have that disable, high pass notch here, low shelf in which you can boost the low, right? And you have peak, you can boost the peak. You have high shelf, you can boost the highs and things. So you have different parameters inside of an EQ. Basically, what you can use EQ do is shape the sound and give your sound space, or give your whole mix space by subtracting things what you don't need. And in order to get it better too, you can boost frequency that you know, it really sound nice there and nice there. Not everything has to be boost, and not everything has to be filtered or notched out, but it's just um the technique or the sound where you go for the clarity you really want. You have to use your EQ wisely. So um we just go through this quickly and using this particular EQ. So go scroll up this and go to a busy part of the mix. Yeah, and things. So we'll go there. So let's just play this. Alright, so I'm hearing some low end. We don't really need this, so we don't set back this to default. So we go use a high pass filter. You know, you make it, all of the highs up here are pass, that's why they call it high pass filter. So we will filter off. That is too much. As you can see while it plays, there's a lot of low energy here. So we go filter off until it is okay. Don't want it sound really thin, neither want it to sound really bright. So we go use shelving EQ to shelf off some of the top. So it sound a little bit more focused. Sound a bit focused now, because you know, if you get it really focused and tight, you have to add some compression, in which we go move on to that in our next video and thing. So it sounds a little bit more pronounced now that, you know, I've subtract, I've filtered off the lows and shelf off some of the highs, giving it a more mid-range sound. So it's a bit more focused, so it helps to add space to the mix and thing. So move on to our next instrument. Alright, there's a click in the bass. Alright, so we're going to notch out this, and the Q of the band is really wide, but we really want it narrow, so we just go pull it down, make it more, a little bit more narrow and more focused. Alright, there's a little pop. You can fix that later on with some compression, but there's some energy resonating up here. We don't really need that, so we don't change the Q to a low pass. Normally you would see people just filter off, come down here, so because them more or less them say bass, you know, a low end, so they don't really need like up 1,000 and stuff. But let me tell you this, harmonics in bass are good, so you don't want to filter off everything for the bass to sound like this. That thins out your bass. So it is full, but you know, it is not thin. So you know, sounds really good. Moving on. All right, for this one, I did some shaping. But for some reason, I don't really like how this sound again. So I'm gonna turn off that. Go filter off lows. Make it a bit more tighter. And shelf off some of the top. Have a more mid-range, on this particular sound. So it's a bit more focused now. So before, after. Alright, moving on to our next instrument. Alright, there's a plucky sound in which I don't really like that sound, so we'll EQ it. Make it bigger so you can see it. I guess it's a part of the sound, but I don't really want it so plucky. Yeah. So alright, there's a lot of low energy that we don't really need, so high pass filter some of that. Before, after. The sound a wee bit too thin, and there's some high energy there in which you don't really want. So EQing, you have to be decision making. You don't really want to alter or shape the sound into something else, but you want it to sound a bit more better. So careful of the decisions you make. You know, you listen, you bypass, and then you play. If it sounds a bit too thin, and that's so you really want if it sound, you back off whatever filter you have. You know, if it sound a bit too bright, all up in a mid-range and presence, you know, you take out some of it. So, but for this particular one, we just will leave everything else as is and move on to another instrument. Alright, here's a filter on this already, a EQ, but we go EQ it again for argument's sake. Alright. As you can see, some low sound down here. We don't need much of it, but we need some of it. So we're gonna high pass filter, make the Q very narrow. As you can see right here, there's a low bloop sound like. So we're gonna make that sound really thin till almost, you know, in eye, as we say, decision making. Cut off some of the highs. We don't really need all of the treble up there, you know, because we have to be mindful when mixing beats. We're mixing beat for vocals to go on it, so we have to leave space sometime for the vocal to be a more present or a bit eerie for that you go after and thing. But basically now, we don't need much of the high frequency, so we kind of shelf off some of them. We leave spaces other things like hi-hats and snares, percussion, etc. Before, after. So sounding with other instruments. So you can hear all of the instruments now. So me just turn off the effects them off it and turn them back on, and you hear the difference. So you can hear everything, and it's not so all of the high frequency nor the low frequency are compete and all of these things. So these are ways that can really utilize equalization, if you give your mix space and clarity, or if you want to get it dirty, you can always, it's a decision making thing when it come on to EQ. But those are ways in this tutorial how you can really utilize the EQ to get space in your mix and get it more clear, more pronounced, and getting rid of the bad annoying frequencies and boosting the sweet ones. So thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning in again. It's your boy Eldorado. Don't forget to subscribe, like if you like. If you dislike, you know what you gotta do. And thing. Until next time, don't forget to join our WhatsApp community for artists, beat makers, producers, mixing engineer, and tracking engineers also. For everybody, musical. So thanks for tuning in again. Don't know what things say. Don't big up every time.